kind of two different types of games. UTA thought we played really, really well. Our game plan was to slow down the big kid, Van Dyke, and I thought we did a pretty good job of slowing her down. I think she ended up with 10 for the game, so that really worked out good, and played really well. Jasmine Thomas came in and did some good things along with Nakia Jones, and we're seeing some more playing time from those kids. So I actually had an opportunity to win. I think the only thing that we didn't do well that night was shooting free throws. We were 13 for 23 from the free throw line, so that basically hurt us, I think, throughout the game. And then you go to Texas State, and the problem was their guards, both guards are leading the conference in scoring, and was how to slow them down. And again, we did a great job. Went from guarding the post to guarding the guards, and I thought we played again really, really well defensively, and slowing them down. They still got some shots off, but their percentages were down. And thought we played well, rebounded well, and scored it. Troy Swain had a great game along with Nakia Jones scoring. So I see a lot of growth in the team now. We're starting to kind of come in, and we're rotating 8 people in, and you're seeing a lot more of a team type basketball. So excited about the growth that we have. And then going into South Al, I mean, they're second, we're third, we're one game out from them. And they got China Ellis, 6'3", post player that's can score. She's always caused us some problems. So back to the drawing board and trying to find a way to slow her down. And then Troy, I don't know how you slow Troy down. They're still scoring in the 80s and 90s. So it'll be a fun game to see. Again, one will be a post game, and then the other one is going to be just a bunch of guards throwing the ball up. So it'll be a lot of fun to see if we can slow them down. Any questions?
Was the Texas State, would you say that was your best performance of the season?
I would say yes, because we had a game plan and we executed it. We didn't get away from it. Not one time did we get away with what we were trying to do. And that was impressive, from Kim Burton all the way down to, Nakia and Simone and all that, defending like we thought we needed to, because we went from playing behind the post at UTA and to fronting the post at Texas State. And, I mean, it's like we had been doing it all season, but it was very consistent. We were real consistent. So I would say, yeah, it was one of our better performances as a team.
Different is defending Van Dyke compared to defending Ellis?
Ellis I think she can come out a little bit more, to the high post, and I think she's more athletic. With Van Dyke, you can sit behind her and let her catch, and Nakia Jones did a great job. You can force her out a little bit and stay behind, where we don't do that. We front post and we try to deny the ball in. You can't do that with China Ellis, because if she gets the ball inside, she's scoring. She can get around you and all that. So it's going to be a different, you're looking at. But, with Rebecca, I mean, if she does get in position to score, she doesn't miss. Her percentages are pretty high. So I think they're just different. One's way more athletic, and Rebecca's got great hands. But I think it'll be a tough matchup for us. She's always given us some problems.
Do you expect the scoring leading to kind of stay forever? You had, Kia and Kiki, and then you kind of knew who was going to be probably your top two. But this year, it's been like somebody might score 18 this game and 4 this game, and then someone else score 8. Do you expect that to stabilize, or you're okay with it being?
I'm all right. It's all of them can kind of shoot. Nakia likes to do all the other things, but she can really shoot the ball, and we've been on her pretty hard. I mean, seems like I have a meeting every week with her. Is why we brought her here. It's to score, not to pass. She's a very, very good catch and shoot kid, and she's finally realizing that she needs to get out of her way and catch and shoot, and that's what we want her to do. And when she does that, her percentages go up at least 20%, and that's what I had to bring to her. She's a real smart kid, so you can't just tell her, "Hey, I need you to do this." You got to explain why, and her percentages are really, really high when she catches and shoots instead of putting it on the floor. So. And Troy Swain coming back from injury and all that, you're going to see her being more consistent. She can score. And, Jasmine Thomas, man, I think she ended up almost with 27 minutes last game, which was probably the most she's played this year. she can score. So we just have better shooters, you know. I mean, with Kiki and Kia wasn't a great shooter. She was a scorer. And, you know, Kiki, I mean, same thing. You know, they wasn't great shooters. They were just scorers. It's a little bit different getting to the rim and all that. But we have some, you know, we got quite a few good shooters, and that makes a big difference. So each night, you know, and it's how they guard them. You know, if they're playing a zone or a man, or you know, if they're doubling up somebody because of the scoring. Like Simone gets doubled up a lot, you know, and it helps somebody else to get open. So,
Coach, how have you seen the growth of your team, you know, over the first 7 games of the conference schedule, and you guys are kind of moving into the meat of it now? How have you seen your team kind of grow?
Well, you know, I think just again, you know, y'all radio guys say the availability. You know, I think just having those kids available in practice and then now in the games, because we had so many kids out. I think a lot of people didn't realize. I mean, I remember playing one game with 4 starters out, you know, and now you're having them available and they're getting in shape and all that. So to me, that's made us really a lot better team. And the growth is coming around, and the chemistry too. You know, in women's basketball, I think chemistry is extremely important. Able to play together, and you know, everybody doing their role. So I think they're understanding it. And you know, you want to win, but you know, if you're not winning and you don't have your whole team, it's harder to believe in what you're doing. Now we're getting some wins, and you know, we're getting some good results from it. So yeah, there's a lot of growth coming on.
Your girls are finding they're fitting into their roles. They're finding their roles as you're kind of getting people back and becoming more available.
Yeah. They are, and you know, and to me, you find your role in practice too. You know, we practice and we put them in a position to be successful on that. When they see it, then they buy into more of it. You know, and I think that's one of the things we've always preached. You know, if we're going to build a program, everybody's got to do their role. You know, it's not don't come out of it. And so I think that's big on us right now, improving and competing with everybody in the league so far. You know, I mean, I know the Little Rock game was a little different, but I mean, since that game, we've been pretty much competing with everybody in the league.
Would you say, kind of piggybacking off that, would you say that this team, through the first 7 games of conference, has matched expectations? Have they exceeded? Like, where would you say the performance has been based on your expectations?
Well, I mean, I think we're doing, you know, we're playing well, but I thought we would be further along than this, you know, because man, at the beginning, I know what Jasmine Thomas can do. A healthy Jasmine Thomas is one of the best point guards in the league. And when you have one of the best point guards in the league with Nakia Jones on the wing and Simone inside and all that, I thought, and then the shooters like Swain, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I thought we would be, you know, I thought we had a great chance of winning it all, you know, and the injuries just pushed us so far back. Even though we are growing and getting better and all that, I thought we'd be where we at right at the beginning of the season. I really did, you know, just looking at practice and all that. So, but it is what it is, and you know, it's never too late. The good thing about this conference stuff, you know, there's 18 games and you got time, you can battle out. And it's still not about winning the conference, it's about winning the conference tournament. You know, and those are 3 or 4 games. You know, to me, that's, you know, that's when you need results. I'm a result-driven guy, which I need to be opposite right now. I need to be a growth-driven guy. We need to get better and not worry about the results until we get to the tournament.
South Alabama and Troy both coming into town this week, them being at the places that they are in the conference, what can this week tell you about this team?
I mean, yeah, this is going to be a tough home stand, I think. It's going to be one of the toughest one we have. Just simply the way they play. You know, South Al is playing really well right now. And because they have China Ellis, it's going to cause a problem. So, you know, that'll be and I mean, we win the game, then we'll be tied with second place with them. And we're trying to position ourselves to get a better seed. So I think that'll be big. And then Troy, man, it's just a tough team to play. So you learn about yourself against Troy because you have to play a certain way. And if we don't play that certain way, we can't win. And so we'll find out. You know, so I think it's going to be a big game for us. You know, it's not going to win or lose. It's not going to, you know, make or break our season, but it's still going to see if we can continue to grow and compete in the league. I also want to say there's blackout game on Thursday, and everybody's supposed to wear black like this. And, you know, if you don't have any black stuff, give me a call. I'll bring you some black Cajun stuff. But yeah, wear black.